So I'm just going to start out with some Mephiston red here, and I'm just haphazardly just brushing that all over the cloak. This Mephiston red is pretty thin down, so maybe 1 to 1 with water. And I'm just brushing that all over the cloak really quick because we're going to be doing multiple layers of this. So now I'm on to the second layer, and this cloak really only needs 2 to 3 layers. I'd recommend 3, but after 2 this kind of came out alright. So I'm just applying it in the same manner, just haphazardly brushing it all over the cloak, and that'll be it. So now that I've done all the layers for the cloak, I'm just going to be brushing on some known oil. And what I like to do with the known oil is just wash it back and forth, like up the cloak. Kind of spreads it evenly in all the recesses. So yeah, just up and down there till I get it nice and even. And then I'll just lay the model down flat for the known oil to dry evenly. Alright, so now that the known oil is dry, I'm going to go back with Mephiston red. Now I've thinned this out a decent amount, so just enough so it's smooth on the palette and it's not pulling too much. And I'm just going to drag it down those raised bits of the cloak, and I'm going to put it on like pretty wide, so it's going to go over all around the raised bits, all around those folds, and all those flat bits like this. I'm just going to put the Mephiston in like a circle around and on the edges of the bottom, and all those little raised bits and flat parts. I'm just going to go down, only leaving those really indented bits in the cloak. So for this next part of the cloak, I'm just using Evil Sun Scarlet mixed with Mephiston Red, 50-50. So now with this mix, I'm just going to be running it down the raised parts of the cloak again. But I'm leaving all of the edges of the Mephiston, the original. So I'm just putting it in the middle of those parts. We just painted Mephiston. And the edges of the cloak like this, just go straight around with the mix, all along the edges. And then back up the model, just missing the edges of the Mephiston part. So you're not going around the raised parts as much. And redo all of those little creases. There you go. Alright, so now for this final part, I'm just using straight Evil Sun Scarlet, thinning this down just a tiny bit, and I'm just doing lines in those creases now. So just lines up along, we're leaving all that previous half Mephiston, half Evil Sun Scarlet mix, just the edges, and you want to do all the edges of the cloak like that, redo all those. Get the middle of those tiny little creases, and any flat parts like that, just do really small strokes in the center, just to add like a shine to the middle there. And that'll be it. So that's the cloak done. Pretty easy to follow. Thanks for watching.